have the showdown battle against buttious, which I had fucking ages ago. I did mean to get this one up a bit earlier, but I did actually want to have a 4th gen battle against robotnik and dump it in. But then robotnik 4th gen didn't work, so today I managed to actually sort that one out and just have a battle on showdown. And also, I do quite like the April Fool's Day sprites, and I hope you're having a nice April Fool's Day. Unfortunately, on the doofer that you can sort of rewatch battles on, they haven't updated the sprites on that, so no funny sprites, but I might do a showdown thing later and I'll just lark around. So yeah, anyway, buttious, I should probably start narrating. He had an interesting team. He had a couple of things I didn't think about. Clefairy was one of them, which I don't actually have down on my list because it looks so weak and fucking puny, so I just kind of left it alone. Phantomp was another one. I have tried Graveler before. Graveler's alright, but it's just, I don't know. Wow, look at me go. This is a fantastic start. Yeah, Graveler's okay, but it doesn't really work in UU. Especially with Mega Blastoise and Clawitzer and just about anything you care to mention. I reckon it'd probably work better in lower tiers. He also has a Vanillish. Another thing I don't think I thought about, or maybe I looked at and thought, or was thinking about looking at and thought, oh, it's probably got over 400. But he shows me wrong, and that's pretty cool. Fucking hell, man. Ugh, I think I'm coming down with a cold. Or hay fever season's coming up. Yeah, God bless hay fever season. That's so much fun. If any of you suffer from hay fever, then you'll understand my pain. If you don't, then fuck you. Blah. Anyway, he's got a Spinder here. I don't quite know why he didn't go Thrash there, but he didn't. I don't know why he'd go Fire Punch, but hey, whatever. Volibbe's is tanking it up, but I didn't... Well, I think I had Spinder down, because it has the capacity to be good, but I wasn't entirely sure. That Hippopotas is down if you is in a below 400 BST if you want to try some weather bullshit. Anyway, he's also got a Wailmer, which just creeps in. I suppose it could work. It's got the HP for it, and Eviolite probably packs its defense nearly as high as Wailord's, I think. But, yeah, this is when I got Delcat and Rufflet. So, I don't know. Rufflet does actually fairly well in this battle, to be fair. I couldn't really fault Rufflet. Still prefer Fletchenda now, but, I don't know. Rufflet was cool. And, he misses a couple of Stone Edges here, and I go for a Defog because, I don't know, seemed like a bit of a dick move. But he eventually lands it. And I'm going to do Ocean. He chooses to set up Stealth Rocks, which he should have tried to go for the kill. I don't know if Ocean would have lived it. If I hadn't have done, I'd have lost. But there you go. And yeah, Phantom lives a Shadow Ball from Duosion, which I thought was really rather impressive, to be fair. Couldn't really fault Phantom on that one. I don't quite know why I haven't got it down, but I know. I'm assuming its stats were just too low, or I didn't like the look of it, or something, or some such. Because, I mean, there are things like Cottony, which just look so miserably awful, but have Prankster and stuff, so... There are little things like that. But yeah, his Vanillish is doing alright. I think that's one that I could give a go. I mean, you know, Automatize, and it still gets, I think, like, is it 90 special attack, or base 90? That could work. Anyway, I go over the cheeky Rock Slide with Rufflet and kill that, so that was a fairly miserable amount of narration. I'm sorry you had to wait 2 weeks for that, Buttious, but there you go. Anyway, here's the 4th gen match that I had with Robotnik today. And he's got a pretty nifty team. And I'm sitting here with my Life Orb Celebi, and I'm trying to kill it off, and then he's going to go for a Sludge Bomb and one-shot me. And I was like, oh, kill me Celebi. I like that Celebi. Now I'm going to go into Dragonite. I do make a few questionable plays. I will admit, I had woken up about half an hour beforehand, but I know, it's no excuse, no excuse. But I'm going to go to Dave, because I figured maybe might have Ice Beam, Ice Punch, but I figured I'd be alright against that. And he's got Stealth Rock's Raw Purr, and Stealth Rock's Raw, man. I get enough of that with Volibbe, thank you. But I'm going to go back into Dave, because I can just kind of, you know, keep chipping away at him, and it's working out quite well. He's going to go for a Waterfall. Doesn't actually do that much to Dave. But I think I'd go for an Endure, as he goes into a Magnezone, which, I don't know. I suppose it's probably a good thing, because if he'd knocked me down and I tried to explode, then Magnezone would probably take that. But now I can go into Heatran. Here I go for a Wisp, predicting him to switch out because Heatran. But he didn't, so I'm just like, alright then, I'll go for an Earth Power and kill you. Good deal. Gets rid of the zone. And he can just go into Gengar and revenge kill the Heatran, which I'm perfectly okay with, really. And here I can do a cheeky thing. I can go into Dave, get the Unburden boost, and then I don't know if a Shadow Ball would kill, but it did come mightily close, I'd reckon. I don't know. It might be a bit iffy. Gengar hasn't got woeful special defense, does it? I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, here we're playing some mind games. I'm just, you know, I figured after the second one he wouldn't want to waste all of his sucker punches, but I was wrong. I go into Dragonite. I kind of wish I'd gone Dragon Claw there, but I don't know. I didn't have the balls, and I figured, hey, bulky Dragonite, it can take something, right? Apparently not. Bulky Dragonite is kind of making me look like a tit at the moment. He's not as bulky as I was hoping he'd be. Maybe I should steal someone else's bulky spread. Maybe the Smogon set isn't as good. Anyway, I'm going to go to Mr. Bean, because he's there. Granted, on Showdown, Mr. Bean does work. I'll give him that. His Snorlax is going to go for a stockpile, and Mr. Bean gets a crit EQ, and I'm like, oh. Well done, Mr. Bean. Maybe it's just Showdown. Like, I swear to God, you know, in 5th gen, perfectly fine. Mr. Bean, no problems. 4th gen, he should just needs to die. Because he's awful. So bad. Anyway, I get a bit, yeah, cocky. Go for the bounce. I missed the bounce. He's actually going to roar me out, which was interesting, and I go into Licky, and then, because Mr. Bean's alive, I can explode and get the 1-0, so, yeah, Mr. Bean, I can't really fault his work ethic in this battle, he just did good. So, maybe he's just allergic to 4th gen, I don't know, but it's something about him in 4th gen, he just doesn't work. Anyway, I think Google somehow manages to troll my ad, or troll my video, there you go, fucking Google. Like, below Showdown's a little advertising bar, and it's like, hover over this to open it up. I'm like, I don't want to open it up, Google! Fuck off, I'm already using your browser, isn't that enough for you? Anyway, this is a UU team, because I haven't actually battled him with my BST team yet. And, goes okay. His fucking max HP, max defense Crocodile is brutal to deal with. It's fucking painful. But, I do manage to knock off its lefties. I managed to burn the Metagross, which is huge, but he's got a Florges, and he has a very offensive Florges. Well, not massively. It's like Wish. I think it's actually Wish, Protect, Aromatherapy, and Moonblast, but he's got a Fairy Plate, I think? Yeah, I remember something like that. But I'm just going to do El Muncho's thing. I'm just going to try and stall out his Aromatherapies, because fuck that shit. And he's going to make the smart play, go into Gross, and I'm just going to go into Vullaby. And Vullaby's just like, meh, good for you there, Slick, good for you. He does miss a mash, blah, which is a bit lame, but I don't know, it's kind of jack what I could do about that one. And he goes into Mega Blastoise, which is the pisser, the eternal pisser for this team. And I just needed to get damage on it, so I could go into El Muncho and actually try and get somewhere. I do land a Toxic on his Trevenant, which is helpful, but then I do the derp and I go for a rest as he goes for a Curse. So, all in all I did there was put Munchlax to sleep, and I think I gained about 6%, so it wasn't exactly the greatest turn of events. But I need to Scarper out, because fuck that, and I try going into Duosion, and it doesn't work. And because I can't go into Fletchinder again, because Knockoff will kill me, I have to go into Houndour, because it's the only other thing that resists it and wants to take it. It doesn't do great, so that sucks, and he can just do the U-turn shindig, and I have to keep going back into Houndour and stack it, and it's a right rollicking shame. But now I can go into Fletchinder, now I can go for a Wisp, and now I might actually be able to get somewhere. However, I missed the Wisp, which probably makes up for him missing the mash, and I go for Acrobatics, and I don't kill. So, I don't know, that Wisp was fairly pivotal, but it's kind of iffy. I'm not going to argue that shit. Takes too long. Anyway, Duosion decides to go in, because fucking Duosion's cool. He just trying to stall out my Trick Room, which makes sense, I suppose. It's kind of frustrating, it's like Duosion's trying his bleeding heart out here. He does kick the crap out of that floor gaze, although, like I say, I think he's running like a really offensive one. I can't. Well, it's sort of like a tank. I can't quite describe it. It's pretty cool though. But still, Duosion's fucked. So my only other bet is that I go into Munchlax, Sleep Talk a Charm, and then maybe Honedge can get 2 SDs and win. That was my plan. Doesn't work out, so I don't know. Thank you for battling me, Robotnik is sexy, and I'm very sorry it took so very long to upload that BST battle we had, Buttious, but there you go. I hope the wait was worth it. It probably wasn't, because I couldn't stop coughing like a fucking arsehole. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I'll probably do some live showdown later. I want to moan about the Symphonia, Tales of Symphonia HD update thing, so I'll probably do that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.